Detroit survived Week 11. An NFC North matchup with Chicago went down to the wire. Running back David Montgomery scored the go-ahead touchdown against his former team, and defensive end Aiden Hutchinson sealed the game with that strip sack safety. We're talking all about these 8-2 Lions right here on Inside the Pride.
Let's go. Going down. Sack back at the 30-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson got him again. Throws deep downfield, got a man wide open. Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions. How about that?
And by the way, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. All roads go through Detroit.
This is Inside the Pride on the Lions TV network. I'm Dannie Rogers. 8-2 sure does sound good. The Lions haven't been able to say that since 1962. Detroit is in the thick of its historic season with one of the most iconic pastimes on the horizon, Thanksgiving Day in the Motor City. Lions will host another NFC North foe for round 2, the Green Bay Packers. First, let's head back out to Ford Field to relive Week 11 that kept us on the edge of our seats.
Ford Field in downtown Detroit, Week 11 in the National Football League, and it is sold out again and most definitely ready to rock as the Lions get set for an NFC North battle against the Chicago Bears. They come in at 7-2, sitting on top of the NFC North, but still a lot of work to be done.
38. There is Foreman. Great penetration by Brian Branch. There's the rookie. They held up against Hutchinson pretty well that time. Tyler Scott loses the football, still loose on the deck. Who wants it? And Eberflus pointing, and it's going to be Detroit football.
Second and goal from the 2. Goff turns, gives to Gibbs, pitches left, trying to get the angle left side to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs with the speed, they could not catch him. And the Lions are on the board for the first time today. Jared leans in, takes the snap, back, looking, throwing, end zone. It is caught! Touchdown, Detroit Lions! Amon-Ra St. Brown! Had to go low to make the catch, and he did it. Goff threw it where only 14 could get it, and that's what he did. That is big-time stuff on 3rd and goal. All right, back at Ford Field, Lions have their work cut out for them. 4:15 to go in the game. They trail by 12. You need a quick touchdown, you need a stop, you got to get the ball back. They need it twice. And Lomas got to find something here. You got to find it quick. Jared takes the snap, back, looking, stepping forward, throwing deep, got a man, Jameson Williams, wide open, touchdown, Detroit Lions. Goff to J-Mo, 32 yards on the connection. Here we go, huge play, 3rd down and 9. Fields has got it, he's back to pass. Fields looking, throwing deep downfield. It is up for grabs and incomplete, just overthrew his intended receiver. The Lions are 73 yards away from the end zone they've got to have. Jared back, Jared steps up, throws middle, caught Montgomery. Slips a tackle at the 34, gets across 35, fights his way to the 40-yard line with a first down and a gain of 13. Goff leans in, there's the snap, hands it to Montgomery. Montgomery finds a hole, gets across the 45, Montgomery to the 50, Montgomery the first down into Bears territory and down to the 48-yard line. From the Bears 7, Lions down 5, knocking on the door. There's the snap. They hand off to Gibbs. Gibbs right side to the 5, to the 2, and down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from there. Clock moving. Jared leans in, takes the snap, hands to Montgomery, head down to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. They've got the lead back. David Montgomery against his former team. Goff takes, turns back, looking, throwing wide open end zone, caught 2 points, Sam Laporta. The Lions 29, Bears 26 with 29 seconds left. The Lions rush 4. Fields looking, gonna get hit, gonna go down, ball's loose, inside the 5, it's kicked out of the end zone, that's a safety, the Lions are gonna win this game. Aiden Hutchinson knocked it loose, it went out of the back of the end zone, and the Lions are gonna lock this one down. What a game! What a game! That is big-time stuff. Job well done. Job better done on this day by your Detroit Lions.
Guys, holy shit. We are a resilient team, gentlemen. We are resilient. We're going to find a way to win. They freaking came out and they fought us, but we fought harder. And we went and got the win. That's outstanding. That's division win number 2. I got one game ball. Give me this. All right, hey, listen, to make the rally that we did and to come back, man, we needed some stops. We get the stops. Offense, we go down, we strike. We need another stop, we get the stop. Hutch, where you at, brother?
Making a motion.
I'm so proud of everybody, man. We got this shit done. Man, I'm really excited about this year. I'm really excited about this year. I think we're going to do some special shit, especially with the adversity we just dealt with, how we overcame it, man. So to keep pushing week by week. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
With under 8 minutes to go last Sunday, defensive tackle Alim McNeill delivered the first sack of the game that kept the Bears out of the end zone. McNeill now has a career-high 5 sacks so far on the season, and he joins the show next. Inside the Pride is sponsored by Kroger, Henry Ford Health, and by the Ford Motor Company. On this week's show, I am featuring defensive tackle Alim McNeill. I want to go back to 4 minutes left in that game last Sunday. Lions had less than a 2% chance of winning the ball game. How did you pull out that win?
I honestly don't know either, but we pulled together as a team, locked in. It was just, we knew we had to win. Like, it was what it was. We had to do whatever we had to do, scratch and claw.
You needed 2 stops, 2 scores. So as those things just kept getting checked off, how did the momentum keep building?
Oh yeah, once we had got a stop and got a score, we was like, yeah, we got this in the bag. It was just a matter of time at that point, but I don't know why we waited so late to do it, but yeah, at that moment we knew we had it.
What does it say about this team this year that, yeah, you might have taken a while, but when the game is on the line, you've got to execute to perfection, that this team can do it?
Yeah, that says a lot about us. I like that a lot because that's what we're going to need going down in the future. We can find different ways to win. Taking
into account the time on the scoreboard and the tall task that was ahead, how did you keep the belief that this team could come back?
Just us, that's how we're wired mentally as a team. And that's Coach Campbell. That's just how, like, the culture he's instilled here. It's never over till it's 0-0.
Coach Campbell kept saying that there is nothing better in football than the situation that you were in with about 4 minutes left to go. Is that the best situation in football?
Yes, there's nothing is better than that. That's these situations that you kind of dream of. And as a little kid, oh, you're down, 30 seconds to go, whatever it is, those are those moments.
With about 8 minutes left in the game, you finally break free for the first sack of the game, and it was a relentless effort on Justin Fields. How did you finally break through for that?
I was just able to work a rush that I had been trying to set up the whole game, but it was something I was setting up the entire game, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to be able to need this later on in the game, and it worked.
There was no sack Selly, so is that how we're continuing?
No, at that moment I didn't because we were down and we had stuff we had to get going. So, like, what's the point of celebrating right there? I was like, let's just get back in the huddle and get this next stop. So,
career high 5 sacks so far on the season for you. What has made the difference in you getting to quarterbacks this year?
I would say how I focused up in the offseason, with the whole body transformation thing. It was multiple workout days. It was hot summer days, just running. Just doing everything I could to maximize myself as a player. And then just locking in throughout the week, just through my film study and talking to a coach, what moves works on certain guys, stuff like that. So I'm a lot more locked in, a lot more focused up on the details than I've ever been. So.
Your head coach, Dan Campbell, says you are a vital part of what this defense is and wants to become. How did you, in year 3, become such an integral part to this defense?
I honestly just made it up in my mind, like, there's no other option. Like, there's no other choice. Like, you're gonna be that guy or you're not, and that's a weird way to put it, but that's just my mentality, and that's how I'm going into it. Like, I have to be one of those guys. Like, I have to play hard, I have to play good every game. I have to make certain plays, and I just know that I can be that player, and that's just always been me, but I don't know. I just made up my mind, like, I'm just gonna go wreak havoc and just be me, just play football.
All right, let's do some Thanksgiving questions. Are you a turkey or a ham guy?
Turkey. I don't do pork, so.
Okay. What is your favorite side?
Definitely mac and cheese.
Favorite dessert?
Chocolate cake, but with the yellow inside.
On Thanksgiving. Okay. No pumpkin pie? Apple pie?
Apple pie, yeah. Pumpkin pie is good, but I don't know. It doesn't really do that much for me, to be honest.
That's fine. Who makes the best Thanksgiving dinner ever?
My grandma. It's not even close.
This is Dan Campbell's potential first win as a head coach on Thanksgiving Day. Would be your first win as a Lions player. How do you make sure that these Lions get a win against the Packers?
Win the prep battle, make sure we're detailed and focused up. Our energy levels, those are also our keys to victory this week, but we got to win the prep battle, and we have to make sure our energy is up for Thursday. You know, coming off of game Sundays, obviously a short week and stuff like that, but we got to bring the fight to them. We can't let them bring it to us.
Welcome back to Inside the Pride. I'm joined by the head coach, Dan Campbell, for Thanksgiving week here for the Detroit Lions. Coach, you have your first chance of getting a win on Thanksgiving Day as the head coach of the Lions. What does your mind go to when you think of that opportunity?
Yeah, I guess that's right, isn't it? I hadn't thought about that till you just put it that way. Yeah, that would be big. I mean, anytime you get a win, it's important, but yeah, you know, this is one of those, another special game here. Everybody's watching this. Yeah, I mean, it's time, I think, right? It's time.
It sure is. Packers, you'll play them on another Thursday this year. Quarterback Jordan Love has to earn everything this season. He's been sacked in every game but one. But he has a surging receiver in Jaden Reed, who is only a rookie. How do you balance keeping both of those guys in check?
Yeah, look, we did a pretty good job game one. I do think it is unique. Here we go. We're playing them on a short week again. They're the team that we draw. But I think Jordan's done a really good job of, man, he gives his receivers a chance to make a play down the field. They get an explosive or they get DPIs because he's willing to, like, lay these up there and let them go make a play. So to your point, it's really, man, we game one, we closed the pocket on him quickly. We have to do that again because this guy, he's got talent now. He's got talent, ability. He can see the defense. And man, we can't let these receivers get going. This guy's having a good year. He really is. And so, you know, they got some speed on the perimeter, but it does start with him. We got to close it in on him with our guys. Mm-hmm.
From the rookie to the veteran running back, A.J. Dillon. You held him to 11 yards last game, but he's a vet. He can get going. How do you slow him down? Yeah,
he's a good player. He's a good player. And if they're able to break these, you know, early, then they're going to keep feeding him the football. But they mix between inside zone. They got some gap scheme they're doing now. They are trying to lean more on the run game. But, yeah, this guy can go now. He can go, and this is a good look at don't sleep on his speed either. You know, he gets going out in the open, and this is an explosive run. So, you know, we can't allow him to get his shoulders downhill with speed and tempo because that's where he can really hurt you.
Mm-hmm. Defensively, Packers got Preston Smith, who's been really productive in the pass rush as of late. He had a quiet night round one in Green Bay with your Lions. How do you make sure he has another quiet night?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of that goes with just the way we play the game in general. You know, we're always a run first. We need to be able to run the football. That helps in the pass pro side of it. But there is a lot of these he can set edges, he can bring speed, length, press the pocket, push. But then they do enough of what you're about to see here where they start looping this D tackle and he goes inside. He's athletic enough to make these plays in the run game and the pass game, these twists. You know, you can start getting run action pass and this stuff happens. It gets hard to pass off. So he's having a pretty good year and, you know, we're going to have to put a little extra attention on him.
Mm-hmm. Nothing better than the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. But, Coach, people dress up as you as Halloween. They order the same coffees as you now. If someone wants to do Thanksgiving like Coach Dan Campbell, what do they need to do?
Well, I don't know about dressing up, but I guess it would certainly be ham. I'm a ham guy. If anybody wants to eat ham, to mimic me, I guess. And that's about as far as I would go. What else?
Number one side?
Corn on the cob, but cut. Yeah, cut off the cob. Corn on the cob, cut off the cob. Green bean casserole. Mac and cheese, there you go. My wife Holly over here. So anyway.
We're really glad Miss Holly is here today.
Yeah, that's good. Anyway, that's right.
Thanks so much, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Since 1934, Detroit has been home to Thanksgiving football. The tradition starts early on Thursday with a parade downtown along Woodward, followed by Lions football inside Ford Field, and then, of course, some turkey. We called on a trio of Detroit Lions staples to share their experiences and favorite moments from Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
Professional football's Thanksgiving Day Classic brings together the league-leading and world champion Detroit Lions and the unpredictable Green Bay Packers.
The traditional Thanksgiving Day game To me, there's nothing better. There's no place that I would rather be today on Thanksgiving than right here, right now at a football game. And I don't think it gets any better than this.
Sanders again. Sanders will score his third of the day. He is absolutely amazing.
Thanksgiving is an amazing game. It's been a tradition forever in the NFL, it seems like, and there's always an electricity. There's an atmosphere of, again, that people take a special day and want to spend it, with the team.
It just felt different. It felt exciting, I guess is the best way to put it.
My favorite times, like as far as the games go, is back when John Madden used to do the turkey leg. He always had a turkey with 4 turkey legs, or 6, I think, sometimes. And he would award those turkey legs to the players. Some of our old legends, Barry, Johnny Morton, Bomas.
Let me just circle you here. I mean, to have Barry Sanders, Johnny Morton, Luther Ellis, to get the Turkey Leg Award, I'll tell you, up here in the booth, we're very, very proud to have you as a recipient. Thank you for a great game. Congratulations.
It was special, and it was almost like a playoff game for the Lions when they played on Thanksgiving Day, and it was special. I mean, I don't know how more to describe it. In today's football, you're looking for the national stage. Well, the Lions were guaranteed a national stage no matter what their record was, and that was that Thanksgiving Day game.
Thanksgiving Day at the Silverdome has become the premier sports tradition in America, bringing out a little lion in just about everybody.
We know what we gotta do. Take care of business right from the beginning.
Thanksgiving Day was something that was bigger than a season, bigger than a team that we had put on the field. It was something that the Lions have been part of inside of the NFL since the 30s. And so to participate in something that has that kind of history to it always has meaning and was always special.
80,000 fans have provided us with a Thanksgiving Day sellout here at the Pontiac Silverdome. And happy Thanksgiving Day, everyone. The Lions win it 19-16. They deserve to win the football game.
Well, the atmosphere was fantastic. And again, I mean, the Silverdome was just a great venue when you had a big game. And that was always a big game. Get there in the morning and see all the fans out in the parking lot tailgating with, turkey legs and all sorts of things. And you always felt the Lions had a chance to win that Thanksgiving Day game because it was their game. We got to win this thing.
There were years when I played where we weren't very good. And yet Thanksgiving, this is a tradition for the city and for us, and we're here. It really revealed to me how special this was for not just the Lions organization, but for the city and the area.
Johnson is there for the touchdown.
It belongs in Detroit. It started in Detroit. It's a special day.
I just think it's just such a special thing for this city, and no matter what the Lions are doing in a particular year, they're great this year, and it was still a special game.
As Lions fans, Thanksgiving Day is meant for Lions football, and I'm there with my family.
Wishing for something special? Maybe it's VIP seats, the meal of a lifetime, or an unforgettable journey. Whatever it is, Community Financial Credit Union can make it a reality. Share your impossible dream at impossibledreams.org by scanning the QR code at the bottom of the screen. Before we wrap up today's show, let's get into some Rogers retweets. Before wide receiver Jameson Williams took the football world by storm with his 32-yard touchdown score against the Bears, he got our attention with this sandwich. Everyone, this is a McDouble with an Oreo McFlurry on top of it. JMO says it's really good. We've had, some people try it for themselves. Check this out. This was before the game. Here is offensive tackle Penei Sewell with his 1-year-old Malachi. On the bottom, you've got Penei pumping up his teammates. Looks a little aggressive, but here's a reminder. Penei, also a dad at home, and Malachi, sweetest little boy ever. That wraps up this edition of Rogers Retweets. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Detroit Lions will kick off on Turkey Day against the Green Bay Packers at 12:30 on Fox. We'll see you right back here next week.